The sun is at my back. Okay, I'm live. Let's do this. Yeah, it's better this way. I'm too far up. Maybe I can move this table. And y'all make sure when you come over to YouTube, make sure you send me a note. Just say hi or something. Move this down so I can move this chair on. They come here and they play dominoes. I love watching them play dominoes. And then they play this other card game here. They have the dominoes all set up, ready to play. But yeah, this is Keisha's. This is where we're going to be partying some of the time because we got a DJ that's going to be up on the farm for the full event. But if you all are over on YouTube, just say hello. It's my Alkaline Vegan Journey. I don't know what that was, but let me keep going. I'm going to read the comments over here on YouTube. Now, when I say reset, the reset is within us. That's the one thing that we can control. Us resetting our systems, and that is 21 days of nothing but distilled water. Now, some of us have been flirting with dry fasting. Dry fasting is nothing more than nothing to drink and nothing to eat. No water on your body or in your body. No food, no oils, no nothing. No medication. I can't believe some people are actually trying to fast while taking medication. Are y'all crazy? Don't do that. Are you crazy? When you're fasting, listen, you are removing all things from the body. Let me rephrase that. When you're reset fasting, you're removing all things from the body except for air and hydration. And the hydration is coming from the distilled water. That's if you have to. Because check this out. Every 1 day of dry fasting is equivalent to 3 days of water fasting. So we're finishing our complete reset fast in 7 days. And you can do it. Y'all think it's difficult? You can freaking do it. I'm telling you. Once you get past day 1.5 so of the dry fast, your body is set. Because it's like you've already done like 4 days of water fasting. And at that time period in water fasting, your body is already hitting autophagy. Now, check this out. If your body's energy source derives from eating food and you stop eating food and your body goes to another energy source, do you actually think that you need food for that energy? No. So guess what? You no longer have an appetite. That's like after 3 days. And that's why I keep telling people, oh, Empress, Roro, Amani. Oh, you know why? Because check this out. Sometimes you just got to do the do. And I always forget to do stuff like that, little stuff like that. So it's clear? Okay. Deborah Parker, Grand Rising, Robin. DC Granny on the tube. You're so funny. How many taglines you got, DC Granny? Hey, George Berry, how are you? Welcome home. Welcome home. Thank you all for joining me on YouTube. We need to make sure we are always connected. This inspiration station, y'all, has hit like I would never. Y'all should see what I'm seeing here in St. Louis. I'm telling you, everybody that is involved in this event, you should see they are up and you should see the ponds being cleaned, the places being picked up. You can see that there's a positive energy flowing through all of it. I love this inspiration station. I'm telling you, sometimes I got to go look at my daughter's son's baby. Yeah, I don't like saying grandbaby yet. I ain't used to that. My daughter's son. I got to go look at him. He's my first. But grandma, I don't know. Anyhow, when I'm feeling that kind of way, where I feel like I can really do some damage, and I mean really some damage, I have to look at his picture because I'm determined to be perpetually positive. I'm so determined, and my circumstances are such that can be very challenging, and I'm not gonna miss out on this challenge. I'm telling you, if you set your mind completely on all things positive, watch how it changes you. Watch how it changes how you think. Watch how it changes how you act. how you react. I remember when we first started this inspiration station, we were like, all things positive, right? And I'm like, yeah, we got to really stop talking about it and do something with it. Because I always reference like Jesse Jackson and all of them talking about be black and be proud. How do you do that? Tell me exactly what I need to do to be that way. Sometimes some of us need a roadmap. Like my children and myself, we are manipulative learners, meaning that we need something tangible to go with what you're telling me. So when you say go out and spread positive energy, okay, well, give me a clue as to how to do that. So what we did is we were like, let's just smile. Always smile. And it's funny. Some people, you can tell what pocket they're coming out of because they're actually, why you always happy? Almost like enviously. Why you always doing the always smiling? You're always happy. And they're asking in a way where it's not something that you would be. Okay, they're coming. Hold on. Oh. They're making a deposit for, I guess, some of the supplies for the store.
If you have people on me, we do that truck. It's going 10, mama.
Hey, Ananda. Ananda's in the house. Hey, Ananda. I was just telling them. Rachel. Oh, man. Y'all have been so great. So great. I'm so glad to be able to see you all on TikTok.
I'm just talking.
Who are you talking to?
Robin?
Wait, you talking to me?
Yeah, Robin.
I'm live on.
That's not making no sense.
See, this is what I have to deal with. Y'all know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is my job. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't making no sense. Anyhow, August 8th, y'all, be prepared because it's going to be a different vibe. You understand? A completely different vibe. And thank you so much for tapping that screen over here on TikTok. That's what's up. And y'all make sure you're following Ananda. Ananda Rose just finished her.
Look what we meant by we're talking to whom?
This is General. General is one of the locals. Hey, that's guy. But we're living in the 1920s here. Y'all just remember that. we talked about that before. But check this out. Silent Library Tarot. Whoa, okay. Y'all, let me get to some of the comments over here on TikTok. Because we're caught up on YouTube. I'm so glad to see you all over here. I know this is how YouTube is set up. But all the information is out that deals with TJ Barber just emailed me too. Okay, TJ, I see you. Let me see. Vanessa, thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you. Maz123 says, I need some stem cells. Yes, you do. We all do. Because as you get older, I'm telling you, these things are dying. They're inactive, which means you are getting sick and then staying sick because you don't have the stem cells to do the repair. They're going basically to your gut first. I know that because they're changing the gut biome in your gut. And that's it stays busy with that. It seems like it uses the stem cells that we do have with our gut because of the stuff that we're putting in it, which means that you really do have to fast so that you can get your heart right, get the stem cells to the heart, to the kidneys, to the liver. You know what I'm saying? So 21 days is the reset. That will completely reset everything. And you're only doing distilled water. Only distilled water. And if you're joining us to do the dry fast, I said I was going to do the dry fast today. You see, I'm not. I'm got my tea and everything. But we're going to do at least 2 or 3 days. If you do 7 days of dry, that's the whole reset. And I see
What over here?
Cat Girl 68 is a new member of the family. Welcome to the My Alkaline Vegan Journey family. I'm telling you, they don't realize I'm a live broadcast with hundreds of people and stuff. And you know, anyhow, welcome to the family, Cat Girl 68. Ananda says, hello, peace, and there's money. So, Ananda, you're
What you
on
want there? What
both
you want there?
YouTube and
What you want there,
TikTok.
mama?
Very good. Love. Welcome to the My Alkaline Vegan Journey family. Miss Bree, thank you for sharing the live. Diana Beasley, how are you? We got Vanessa, DC Granny, Deborah. You got so many handles. What's up? No, not for this. Now, some people are giving me gifts, like Cat Girl giving up the gifts. Thank you. So when they give me gifts, I get paid. So, but y'all know all the money that you all give as far as gifts are going directly to help those who want to come here to St. Lucia, who have done the reset fast, get here. Because we are here. We need to raise the vibration. We need to raise the vibration. Because I'm telling you, we sluggishly and slowly demeaning to sexy green, green-eyed dreadhead. Hey, Queen, how are you? But yeah, if you notice all the stuff that's happening, y'all hear about Israel? Why are they backing out? Why is Israel backing out? I mean, yeah. Who is it that's... Oh! Who was that? That was a swan. Oh my. Let me work it down over here. Y'all make sure you're subscribed over on our YouTube channel. Make sure you're subscribed over there. Yeah, you're gonna miss out if you don't. Uncle Voodoo. Hey, Unc, welcome to the My Alkaline Vegan Journey family. And Jumper, thank you so much for sharing the live. Sexy green-eyed dreadhead. I love that. Thank you for the red heart. Charles Fife, 875 says, you're truly an inspiration. Gratitude. I say. Thank you. Y'all realize it's not one way. This thing is straight up reciprocal. I couldn't do what I do. I wouldn't have what I have without you all. Y'all know that. Vanessa says, can we support Robin by tapping on your screen? Thank you, DC Granny. DC Granny is also Vanessa, 62. Y'all make sure you all are following one another, because that's the main thing. Because whatever they do with this TikTok thing, we want to be able to make sure we are still in touch. Rachel, thank you so much for the gifts. Hold on one second, y'all.
Where boyfriend? I was going to see your boyfriend there. I was going to see he's there. I sent him for you. Answer me, please. Your boyfriend there?
We need to catch General up. We need to catch him up. But Rachel, thank you so much for the gifts. I really do appreciate that. So, Sexy Green-Eyed Dreadhead says, where can we find him on? Go to, just Google him. What I do when I do a Google, the train! Y'all, trip. The train. Okay, somebody is showing off. Somebody is showing off. And we got 7.5 thousand already. I'm loving y'all. Tap that screen. Check this out. Dr. Alan Goldhammer, you can Google him. But when you Google, do a scholarly peer-reviewed search. Make sure you preface your search with those words. Scholarly peer-reviewed search on, say, fasting. Because he is the fasting person that's over there with those case studies. And I'm telling you, he's been working it. Y'all hear me? He has been working it, because he, like I said, he was the one that got arrested in the 80s for prescribing. They actually arrested him criminally, straight up. They were not trying to let that secret out. And they're working on that stem cell therapy. Heck no. They got to make that money first. They actually had him handcuffed, went to jail, had to have a defense attorney to get him out. you know? And now he's the leading aficionado when it comes to long-term water fasting for chronic disease reversal complete. So yeah, Rachel, look at you showing up and showing off with all that coral. Ha! I can't wait for y'all to get here because that's going to be one of the things we do. We're going to do a dive. Y'all going to dive with me. And I'll show you all exactly how I restore the coral and harvest sea moss, the real sea moss, the stuff that's off the substrate. Lady T, what's up? Lady T Tillman's in the house. Welcome home. And thank you for the gifts. Thank you. Thank you. Rachel, you sent that swan. That is beautiful. Yeah, for y'all over here on YouTube, the people over here on TikTok, they are giving gifts like what? Rachel Butterfly 73. Y'all better make sure y'all following her. Make sure y'all following her. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay on. Look at Cat Girl showing up and showing off all them gifts. Cheryl, what's up? Where have you been? Welcome home, Cheryl Psychically Wise. Y'all make sure you're following her too. What is your YouTube? It's My Alkaline Vegan Journey. All my stuff, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of them. My Alkaline Vegan Journey. Thank you, sexy green-eyed dreadhead. Okay, Cat Girl says, I also gave you a follow on YouTube and Instagram. Very good. Now, check this out. Because of the Zuck fuck, I ain't messing around with Instagram or Facebook. I have to with WhatsApp, but I'm slowly dwindling that crap out of the way. I ain't giving nobody support that, it's just too far left. He's the one that started this TikTok ban. He went through that firm that I used to work for in DC. It's a kind of like a lobbying firm where they actually get information on, they use us to get the information, but they use information on other politicians to kind of do their advertisement. So y'all know what I mean. Anyhow, but thank you for that. Thank you, Cat Girl. Y'all all need to be doing that. Make sure you go over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button, My Alkaline Vegan Journey. Cheryl says, I'm highly intuitive. I'm a highly intuitive psychic. Just want to say, universe isn't going to allow the dismantling. See, and what's funny, you're saying that, Cheryl, which is really interesting. I am highly intuitive psychic. And what's really funny is I feel the same. And I've only recently felt this way. Everything that I feel seems to come to pass. And that's the same feeling I used to get before I did all the fasting, but I never paid attention to it. You understand what I'm saying? Never paid attention. Now I'm paying attention to it. And now I'm seeing how this thing just comes full circle. And I believe that when you fast and purge your system, you get a revelation of all these gifts that we've always had within us. And they've been masked, cloaked, purposely. Because the first thing you get rid of when you fast is fear. Check that out. You get rid of fear. What can someone do with you if you don't fear anything? Fear is the main component of control. They can't control you. So they're like, what we gonna do with this? And they knew this stuff. And you talk about billions of people with no fear. What are we gonna do now? Y'all, this is the best tea ever, and you don't need any sweetener. None. That ginger does it all. Organic ginger with bay leaves, with basil. All of these are the leaves. The basil, and the mint. This tea is really good. I just can't drink it the way I want because it's so hot. Lonnie's in the house. Lonnie's in the house. Lonnie, I'm going to need you soon. The event is August 8th, so we got a few things that still need to be done. We got sponsors out the yin yang. I need to get letters, acceptance letters, because there are certain things that they want. Like I said, many of you may be coming to St. Lucia for free. I wasn't playing. I'm like, these people put millions, if not billions of dollars in your pocket. It's time for y'all to get back. I'm telling you, I'm flexing those doggone muscles But you know, St. Lucia's gonna win, no matter what. With our help, yes, they're gonna win. So yeah, I understand TikTok is. I believe what you're saying, Cheryl. The TikTok ain't going nowhere. But y'all can already tell that since he started this bull crap with TikTok, it has changed. It is not the same. It's like the community guidelines and how they can ban you. Man, I'm in the garden. I'm in St. Lucia on a freaking Rastafarian farm, and you're gonna ban me because I'm showing marijuana? It's like y'all dumb, being dumb. Part of their livelihood. It's just like if I would show ayahuasca when we have the retreat and they do the ayahuasca ceremony. I can see not being able to do this thing on TikTok at all because they don't want you to know about that ayahuasca. Y'all hear what I'm saying? They don't want you to know about it because you talk about direct, straight, no fear, get a chance to see all those gifts and everything. And that's what that stuff is dropping. It's dropping reality. And they don't want you to see that. We have the same DMT within us. Let me look this up, DMT, because I want y'all to see. I just... Okay, let me go back. Let me see if I can do both. New window or new tab? New window. So yeah, let's move this one over here. Yeah, hold on one second. I'm trying to get both pages together so that I can put them both on the same page and not be disconnected from anybody. Okay. Okay, here we go. So hopefully we didn't lose anyone. Yeah. Okay, DMT is yep. It's called tryptamine. It's an endogenous ligand of sigma. See, this is the... I don't want this explanation. Come on. And I'm telling you, when you do scholarly peer-reviewed articles, when doing this kind of research, you need to, because everybody else trying to sell you something. That's what it's all about. Side effects. Okay, so here's from the Alcohol and Drug Foundation. ADF is a .org. DMT, tryptamine, is a very strong psychedelic found in a number of animals and plants. Psychedelic drugs can affect all the senses, and it does. It does. And what's funny is we have DMT flowing naturally in our body, but it's not flowing because it's calcified. The calcifications in our body are blocking it. The fluoride in our water, that's exactly what that was all about, to block the DMT. And that's why they still have it in your drinking water, fluoride, because they've already proven that fluoride doesn't do anything for the teeth. It's short-lived if it does anything at all. And they still got it in there. So Lonnie says, "Good morning, everyone. Agape love from DC." Yes. Grand Risings. Yes. Grandmother says, "Hey, Robin." Hey, grandmother, how are you? Thank you, Lonnie, for the gifts. Grandmother says, "I plan on coming to St. Lucia in October." Why are you going to miss the event? Why October? I don't get that, grandmother. Cat Girl says, "I love TikTok." So do I. Cat Girl says, "I did subscribe." Girl Cheryl says, "The reason you've been feeling this way, right? You're Pisces, all right. Already, the clairvoyant. Really? I'm telling you, Cheryl, let me tell you, I was on day 38, 37, 38, something like that, of a 40-day fast. And that was that fast that I did 3 days dry at the beginning. That was 9 days off the break. And I did an additional 37 days. So it was like 45 days, 46 days of nothing but water or dry. And I'm going to tell you, I was in a restaurant with some friends. They were sitting with their face They were facing the door, the kitchen door. And somehow or another, I like a daydream or something. I just started telling them exactly what I was saying. And what I was saying is what was actually happening behind them. It's kind of no fear, but it was like, what the heck? I have been dismissing this kind of stuff all along. Coincidence? There are no coincidences. There are no coincidences. No coincidence. No happenstance. No winky dinks. None of that. Everything happens for a reason. You hear me? Good, bad, or indifferent. Everything happens for a reason. And that's why you got to be very, ever so vigilant in being obedient. You have to be really vigilant in following the course. Because often, especially if you're not clean, you'll be going back and forth, indecisive. You don't know whether to go this way or that way. But when you are cleansed, I'm telling you, that intuition hits, you're paying attention to it, and it hits right on spot. Right on spot. And that's why I say clean your body. You ain't got no keys. When you don't clean when you have not cleaned your system, you have no keys. And the keys are right within us to open that vault. That vault is packed with goodies. I know it. I bet clairvoyance, telepathy. I bet all that stuff that we thought was being so strange and so surreal and so, can't be human, are all wrapped up in that vault, waiting for you to open it. Because I'm hearing people doing all kinds of things. And you're saying, because I am Pisces, that's the clairvoyance. The equivalence of the zodiac and Nostradamus was a Pisces. I didn't know that. Lonnie says, I know. Lonnie says to Cheryl, oh, yeah, Cheryl, Lonnie is Pisces too. I think our birthday is like days away from each other. Actually, Rastafarians smoke pot. Religious rituals, just as the Hopi Indians pop peyote. Okay. Y'all, make sure you are following Cheryl, psychically wise. Well, Cheryl, yeah, check this out. After I finished my my first 40-day fast, I had my doctor do, some things because I want to find out if doing a long-term fast could actually decalcify the calcification in the pineal gland. And she confirmed. She confirmed there was actual decalcification. Because if you got fluorine in your water and your body has a lot of calcium and fluoride get together to make calcium fluoride, which is a crystal. It's like a hard substance that can definitely block all this stuff. And that's why our endocrine systems are so messed up. The endocrine system is like the radio tower of the body. It sends signals to the hormones on which, to the electrolytes and hormones as to which organs to go to. And with that blockage, do you realize, and doing the research, I found that the main organ that blockage affects is the reproductive system. And that's when I knew these mothers, they make me, hey, Keisha, what's up? How are you? When with Keisha, hi. The one thing that I thought of was Bill Gates, always trying to do something with depopulation and all of that. I'm telling you, they have really. And when you think about it. Oh, so you coming for your birthday, Mom? Dang. But I'm glad you come to St. Lucia. Lynette, how are you? Lynette Bill says, any advice for my niece who's about to live off grid and learn natural living? Wait. Do I have any advice? Heck yeah. Go into it with a complete clean body. So you're thinking all things positive, so that you're doing all things positive, so that you have no fear. The 21-day fast is when you're making major life-altering type of movements like that, like a marriage, a job, a home, a relationship, whatever, you need to be fasting. You need to be fasting because you want that decision to be the right one. And I'm telling you, when your body is cleansed, not entangled with all this murk, Every decision that you make could be messed up because your body isn't right. I'm telling you, and it's all based on fear. Because when your body isn't right and you're all chunked up with junk, yes, you're gonna be making decisions that are based from a platform of fear. I don't care what nobody say. I look at some folks just woo, yeah. So make sure she fasts first, and then um, some of the things just adopt everything. It's something new. It's an adventure, and get used to those things that you can get used to, and rectify them and improve them in the way that you can. Use your resources. But once you're clean, I'm telling you, your imagination is popping. I'm telling you, your imagination and your creativity is popping. It's popping. That's why I can't suggest to you more emphatically to transform your system, clean your system, and be reborn, literally. And then you can make the right decisions. You can act differently and react differently to all kinds of situations. I'm telling you, when they told you to shut up for 10 seconds before you open your mouth, especially when you're mad, do that. That's part of what this is all about. You don't want to pop off and let somebody take control of you and the way you feel. Because I notice you got people who will, I don't care what, try to push your buttons. And you got to be cloaked with the armor. Yeah, that armor. So that you can react in such a way that they don't take control of your demeanor, of your attitude, of your character, none of that. Because at that point, when they try to push the buttons and say some stuff and try to get you off path of being positive, stop and think about it. That's where that my Alkaline Vegan Journey positive word game comes in. Because there's so many things that you could say that are other than positive, but trying to say something that's all positive, yeah, you got to translate that thing because you'd be wanting to cuss them the freak out. You hear me? But don't fall for that okey doke. That's giving them control of you. Stop, think, translate whatever you got in your head into something that's all positive, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. You hear what I'm saying? Pleasantly surprised. So y'all, I'm so glad we're now when we go over on YouTube, I'm gonna be able to do a lot more, like with the backgrounds and stuff, because I was just reading up on it on or looking it up on YouTube of how to make YouTube. So yes, thank you all so much for sharing the live too. Okay, wait a minute. I messed up. So yeah, Lynette, make sure she does a fast before a reset fast is good. But I wouldn't say, yeah, she needs to do a reset fast before she makes that move. And then, like I said, adopt everything. You know, those things that you can change, go ahead. Change them. I became a millionaire at 26 years old, and that's a lot. Anyhow. My cousin was a dentist. She ended up with MS and she left it of the fluoride. She left it because she felt it was because of the fluoride. What? That's the time, just like our family member Josh. He's gone through all that schooling to become a doctor and all of that and realized that the stuff that he was learning wasn't really intended to help people. And he quit. I mean, he basically burned his diploma. I was like, okay, that's a bit extreme because you did work for that. And there are some attributes that you could use of that in this journey because we don't have to follow all things that they tell us to do. I was told that I was going to be on high blood pressure medicine for the rest of my life. The Dr. Pichafuco never once mentioned anything about changing my diet. Not even that, much less fasting. And once I did that first 21-day fast, haven't had high blood pressure not since. And that's 4 years ago. Not since. And I haven't been completely alkaline vegan. I've been doing all kinds of stuff, you know? So it's like, either you take control or you give it to somebody else. You give it to somebody else, just get what you get. You're going to get what you get because they're not you. Can't nobody fast for you. Can't nobody do the stuff for you that you need to do for yourself. And fasting is one of them. I mean, that's just one of them. And I'm going to tell you, even with, hey, thank you, Vanessa 62 for the gifts. Thank you all so much. Uh, Be more Angie. Thank you for sharing the live. I'm telling you, Cheryl, it's something that could be done short of just quitting the field so that that information can be uh, put on blast by somebody like Dr. Alan Goldhammer. He didn't leave the field after being arrested for prescribing his patients fasting. He went in and went dog wild with that thing. Started doing case studies and started, really documenting his studies and uh, um, the whole process of reversing all chronic diseases. And I'm talking about the cancers, the heart diseases, the serious ones. Now, I know that he has some case studies that are going on where he's actually making people fast for 90 days. 90 days. I can't even imagine that for real, for real. 90 days, because I know my first 40-day fast, even though it was more like 46 days because of 3 days dry that I did at first. When I got to day 38 or so, I'm telling you, I was ready. I was ready. And I got ready. And it was different with the 21. I never felt like I got to eat after doing a 21-day fast because it's something about when your body transitions to ketones after about 3 days, you no longer have, and I mean it, you don't have an appetite. And then during that time, you completely change your relationship with food. You ain't eating all the time because it's good, like I used to, and I still do sometimes. But and just like I had greens, uh, 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 dashin, and muckaboo, and coconut milk that I did on the grill. I call it the grill on the wood stove. The smokiness, not one bit of salt. Y'all, I gotta have salt. Not with this. And I was up at 1 o'clock in the morning. That's why I didn't fast. Because I was dogging that stuff. It was so good. It was so good. I don't even think I fed the dog because I usually feed him when I eat, right? And I don't even think he got any. The stuff was good. But see, I don't know. It was the first real alkaline, complete meal that I'd had in a couple days because everything is mixed with something else. The garlic and all of that stuff. That's not on Dr. Sabi's list. But that was a good meal. I can't wait to get home to get the rest of it. And maybe tomorrow. Y'all know I usually start my fast Sunday at midnight. That's whether it be the little maintenance fast or the real fast, the reset fast. You know what I'm saying? So Cheryl says they got rid of Steve Jobs because he was afraid of Tyrion and free thinking. He also was a Pisces. Steve Jobs was the founder of Apple. We are all using. And what's interesting, and Lonnie, you correct me if I'm wrong. Remember our mayor there in DC, Agent Fenty? Where's wait a minute, y'all. Yeah, white pine needles can reverse some of that intake. But check this out. Y'all remember the mayor of DC, Adrian Fenty? Now y'all remember he went into office and nobody thought he would. But my neighborhood, they picked the next mayor for DC. DC ain't nothing but a territory. It's not even a state. So because I was working at the courthouse and all these, lawyers who are promising politicians, like, yeah, Adrian ain't gonna make it. He got to pay his dues and all this other stuff, right? But all these people up in my neighborhood was like, he gonna be the next mayor. You better bank on that, right? So when we get to the polls and everything, do you realize the man won? Adrian Fenty won. He was not an incumbent. He didn't have no prior, nothing. Those folks up in my neighborhood put him in place. You know what I'm saying? And check this out. I need Lonnie to back me up because hey, Bear Beauties, I saw you were live. I'm gonna come live. I come live with you. But check this out. Adrian Fenty, while in office, met Steve Jobs. Who is it that died? Somebody, I think it was Steve Jobs that died, and his wife, the widow, wound up hooking up with Adrian Fenty. Adrian Fenty had a wife and kids and everything. Do y'all know he left her for this billionaire? I was like, what? Uh-oh. What'd I do? I did something. Okay, wait a minute. Here we go. Okay, so check this out. I missed a couple of your conversations. Okay, so yeah, so Steve Jobs' widow is now with DC's former mayor, Adrian Fenty. Cheryl says, questioning why people are in a fog. Some of them are not human. They have been cloning people. Y'all hear what Cheryl says? Cheryl says, questioning why people are in a fog. Some of them are not human. They have been cloning people since the 1980s. The reason I've been doing this is to control the cloned sheep back in the 1980s. Wow, I never knew that. But you know, white pine needles are also here the effects of that COVID shot. But it needs to be taken within 72 hours of the administration of the shot. Vanessa, thank you so much for the gifts. All of you, thank you so much for the gifts. Be More Angie says, divine. Thank you so much for sharing the live. Bear Beauties, how are you? How are you? I saw you live. I came on for a quick minute, but I knew that I was supposed to be on at 9. I really should have been on at 8, but couldn't get a signal. So I came down to Keisha's. Let's see. How many times have you... Oh, so how many times you have to reset fast? Once in your life. Just once. Just once. Every other fast is a maintenance fast because you want to do 5 days of coconut water, 3 days of raw fruit, 7 days of all tea. You can do whatever maintenance fast you want to get back in step once you've done the reset fast. Once you've done the reset fast, it's interesting because all those other fasts are like consequential. I mean, really, they become like, okay, we'll do 5 days of coconut water and what? You have a completely different relationship with food. So you're good. You're good. So yeah, the reset fast only takes one in a lifetime. Everything else is maintenance fast. That's your raw fruit, your all greens, your there's any kind of fast that is not reset. It's 21 days or more. The 21 days is the reset, and it's all distilled water. So Cheryl says the 26 families, the Astors, the DuPonts, the Rockefellers, we have been their experiment. And that's what they're saying about the Matrix. Of course, we've been their experiment. They found out that a lot of stuff because they cheat, just like the DuPonts. I think were responsible for being at the front lines of one of those wars and was able to get all that information and take it back. You know.
Why are you not talking to me instead? You've been talking and talking But I'm not saying that person talking to you.
Because they're not talking. They're typing. And I'm reading.
Okay.
I'm reading there. Like Bear Beauty says, hey, love. Cheryl says, the 26 families, the Astors, the DuPonts, the Rockefellers, we have been their experiment. Cheryl also says, my grandfather was a prodigy to John D. Rockefeller. Those people in that society, I'm not good people. Why you say you're not good people? What are you talking about?
You know them. Of
course.
From America?
They're from all over the world. All over.
Everybody all over the world.
No. The people that follow me on TikTok and YouTube, I get to know them. and they get to know me, so we know each other. Right, y'all? Bear Beauty says, no, I appreciate it. You're welcome. I'm telling you, I got to come buy some. Oh, it's Bill Gates. So Melinda Gates. Wait. Bill Gates was not able to sell, found billionaire his grandfather was. Was it Bill Gates that, because I know Melinda Gates, Bill Gates is still alive. I think Steve Jobs is the one that's dead, and his wife is now with Fenty. Okay, Indigenous Negro says, what is a reset fast? A reset fast basically is your rebirth. It's where you actually do nothing but 21 days with nothing but distilled water. Doing that puts you in autophagy after about 3 days, where your body no longer feeds off of glucose. It feeds off of. Can you excuse me 1 second? Let me just finish this. I'm gonna get off in a minute. We have glucose that's stored, that's called glucogen. That's for emergency energy. But once you deplete the glucose and the glucogen, your body instantly goes in search of the ketones. The ketones are derived from the visceral fat that's in our bodies. That visceral fat is like a latent kind of sitting in your side fat that's all in our adipose tissue. And the adipose tissue is nothing but fat cells. But it's like white cells and brown cells, and I need to get into that. But when you have visceral fat, that's stored fat for that energy source of ketones, but it has loads of toxins in it. So when your body starts going after that energy source, that visceral fat just melts. All its toxins. It goes through the kidneys, it goes through the liver, and once it gets through the liver, it's filtered. The bad stuff goes through the lymphatic system, and the good stuff, which is now called ketones, goes to the brain for energy. And I'm telling you, that one reset fast of 21 days can completely reverse several ailments. Because fasting reverses chronic illness simply because of the stem cell production. Stem cells go in and they repair every damaged cell in your body. The longer you fast, the longer time it has to go and repair all cells in your body, damaged cells in your body. And like I said, I believe it works initially in your stomach, in your gut, because of your gut biome. They're trying to get all good bacteria in your gut biome. Truth Seeker says the dysentery in the background. That's dysentery in the background. Truth Seeker. I got to catch up with that. Doug 79056 says, did Bill Gates buy the main apple cider vinegar company? I think they did. Y'all go check out the guy, Cancel This Clothing Company. He has all of his posts tell you about exactly what Bill is up to, because he's like on him. He's on Larry Fink and what's that company, Larry Fink? Because you know Larry Fink is basically running the world. I mean, when I saw the figures on that, what is the name of I forgot what Larry Fink, because they own everything. You got State Street, Vanguard, and what's the big one? I can't think of the big one. State Street, Vanguard, they are running this world. You hear me? 20% already? So Indigenous Negro says, oh, okay, thanks. Wait, I missed that. Sexy Green-Eyed Dreadheads, thank you for sharing the live. And Indigenous Negro is a new member of the family. Welcome to the My Alkaline Vegan Journey family. Cheryl says, no dates. Also put thousands of acres in Montana, and he's not doing anything with it. Y'all realize that from what I last heard, Bill Gates has an answer to carbon emissions, that's CO2. And from what I understand, 70 million acres of trees are not only going to be cut down, but buried in some newfangled remedy for CO2 emissions. Y'all don't understand the impact, because even with elementary science, y'all know how the trees affect the oxygen for humans. It's almost like what's that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where they came out and everybody turned red because no oxygen. This is what it seems like they're trying to effectuate, keeping you into this closed-in space that has oxygen. You know, them 15-minute cities they were talking about, right? Anything outside of that cannot be tolerated. And what's happening is when they get you out of the rural areas, that's why they messing with them farmers. They're messing with all those people with land that are off grid because they want you in them 15-minute cities. Y'all know in 2025, all of this stuff is supposed to come to pass. Where the World Economic Forum has already told you. First they said 2030. Now they got it down to 2025, where they want you in these 15-minute cities. Not everybody's going to get a car. You got to work where they tell you, where that basic income, what is it called? UBI, Universal Basic Income. They got the shit all wrapped up. Y'all hear me? Be cognizant of all of that and be up on it. You know, BlackRock. Doug says Blackstone, BlackRock. Thank you.
Watch me that.
Sleep and Beauty 23 says Bill is buying up America and not let farmers plant. Y'all realize you're supposed to register your gardens with the federal government there in the United States. Every garden in the United States needs to be registered with the federal government. Look it up. I mean, these people have gone crazy. Cheryl says trees give you oxygen. Thank you. And what's going to happen when they cut 70 million acres of trees and they're not even using the wood. They're burning the wood. This is Bill Gates. So it seems like they're trying to put you once you remove oxygen from a certain area, it precludes that area from you living because you can't breathe, right? So they're putting you in an area where they want you to be. And these are the same humans like you and me. They just amass more money because of their thievery and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what Billy gets? You know what Billy gets?
No, I don't.
You get some millionaire, a billionaire, a trillionaire.
Probably.
He created them things, the Wi-Fi thing.
Microsoft. Yeah. Computer stuff. I know. So Stephen Beauty says he wants everyone to come to his 15-minute city for air. Now you're catching it. Now you're catching it. Now you're catching it. He's the same one that's got the fake stuff on organic food. Him and Oprah Winfrey were like this with that stuff. Talking about it's going to preserve the food even longer. And you can't wash it off. You can't. You're ingesting that stuff. And then they're injecting the doggone vegetation with that COVID crap. That RH factor. Yes, they're injecting the fruit and vegetables because a lot of y'all hard-headed asses wouldn't take the shot. So they're going to get it in you some way. They got to have control. And with y'all waking up, with y'all realizing that this ain't nothing but matrix, yeah, they need to keep you asleep. They need to keep you asleep. And if they can do it with their food, that's why I say save your seeds, grow your own. Freak that dumb stuff in the grocery store. Freak it. Why y'all still going there? Go to the farm. And y'all got vet farmers too. Because you have these big corporations that got them like to make a move without these people. And it's all about this money. I can't wait till the dollar on every planet, on this entire planet is devalued. Because that's the root of all. Cheryl says Bill Gates is reptilian. I heard about these reptilians. Cheryl says Bill Gates is reptilian part of everyone's brain is reptilian. That's why I say purge that stuff, because I don't think we should have no reptilian nothing in us. So Cheryl says these people sold their souls. And they become the highest amount of reptilian they can. Now it's coming together. Cheryl says reptilian brain doesn't think of anything empathetic if things are just survival. Cheryl says the word plan is to divide and conquer. I like that. Y'all, please go follow Cheryl Psychically Wise. Please go follow her. We need to be up on this information. I've been hearing about this stuff. Sleeping Beauty says, check online where he said this next COVID type disaster will work better. So yeah, yesterday wasn't your Cinco de Mayo. Yesterday was Equinox. People of the Illuminati light red candles. See, wow. Y'all don't understand. That is very interesting to me. That is so interesting to me. Wow. Be creatively you. Oh, I like that. Welcome. Oh, that feels so much better. My head is itching. Okay. So they do this stuff for fame. And of course, with fame comes wealth. I'm so serious. This is really, y'all, it's time for us to change the vibe on this earth. Break this. They can't just walk over us like that. We're human too. We need to stand up. It's time for us to get rid of this fear. Once we get rid of the fear, guess what? We can rise. I mean, we can fight back. Right now, we're like comatose with fear of the consequences we have to face if we do something that they tell us not to do. Man, I strive every moment I can. That's why they call me troublesome, because I am. Because I'm the one. You know, you making everybody do this just because you want. You don't have any explanation. Man, freak that. I'm gonna buck. I'm gonna be the one that bucks the system, because I'm not just gonna go like a sheep in the night. Man, I'm a leader. I'm not a follower of some things. I know when though. I know when to follow. I know when to lead. And that's another thing. That discernment of those two things, whether to lead or to follow, comes with fasting, cleansing your system. Sometimes you really do need to shut up and sit down and follow and be obedient. Other times you need to stand the freak up and lead. Don't be following around none of these men. But there's a time, and you need to be able to discern when that time is. And you can only do that when you have a clear mind. When you're thinking clearly, your body is clean, and the decisions that you're making are on point, not based on fear. Man, I think back on all doggone decisions that I made in the past. Some of it, and the ones that I made were truly, I didn't give a crap about the consequences. I knew that I was righteous in doing it. It wasn't going to hurt nobody, but they were not made in fear. And I went for it. Like moving to Australia, I gave everything away. I didn't sell one thing. I gave everything away. My expensive paintings, my monkey bar stools. I wonder who has those monkey bar stools I got from my children's godparents. They spent $2,800 on each one to be handcrafted. Handcrafted. I don't even think they had the permanent seat covers yet. It was just a something. And then they wound up giving them to my cousin, and something happened with her. I don't know. But see, you know, if you can really release material things, I mean, really say fuck you to that shit. I mean, really, and let that not be your God, man. Yeah, I went to Australia with 2 suitcases. Everything else came. You talk about working for all for my good. The only person I knew there was my daughter, and she was down in Sydney, and I was up in Brisbane. I'm telling you, I hadn't even fasted, but I knew that decision to go there was not made with any kind of fear, because I would not have done it at all. I'm telling you. Cheryl says, rise above the vibration, because we are vibrating. That's what I'm talking about, because we're vibrational people. And because we're vibrational people, you got to watch those who are vibrating low. That's the one thing I got to tell y'all. Watch those who are vibrating low. Wait. I missed all this. Who is banning what Bibles? Wait. Let me go back. That Diana Bananas is in the house. Join the team. All right. We got Sleeping Beauty says they are banning Bibles. But that seems to go right along with what they were doing in Florida and some other states where they want to ban uh, actual factual information about Black history from a certain course. It just makes sense because if you can rewrite history, why not? Especially if you've been a fuck up through all of it. I mean, straight up through it, you've been the villain, you've been the bad guy, you've been the fuck up. So yeah, why not? Rewrite history? Because you don't want everybody to know just how messed up you were. That's true. You rise. I'm telling you, you have to. Red is the color for power. I didn't know that either. I didn't know that because I know there's meaning behind not only numbers but colors. Because you know how they make you feel. And then when you think about plants being satiable, I saw this post about how plants, because of their roots, they're part of the mycelium kingdom. You know, the mycelium kingdom runs throughout the world. So when you say a plant is sentient, they can see you, they can hear you, they can feel you. They're not the only ones hearing you, feeling you, seeing you. All of that gets translated down to their roots. Their roots are connected to the mycelium. Everywhere I go, green thumb. Everywhere I go, even when I go to places that don't have dirt. Because straight up, when I was in Grocery Lane, the other part of the island here in St. Lucia, I had to pull in some tires and put dirt in those tires just so I could grow my plants. Everything grew. Most of it's now growing up here on the farm. And yes, Cheryl is absolutely right. Thank you so much, Sleeping Beauty, for the gift. Rise above the vibration, because we are vibrational beings. Y'all understand that the frequency is the first level of getting to that resonance. You first have a frequency, and that's whether you're gonna that wavelength is going to be low. Length is established, and that frequency is established. Then it begins to vibrate, and you can't the resonance you can't do alone. You actually have to have others with you, and when you are vibrating on a certain frequency, you wind up resonating. And it's almost like, I mean, just think about the opera singer. You know how she can actually hit that note, break that glass? That's what it's going to be like. August 8th through 12th, we're gonna break the glass. All the walls of Jericho are coming down. All of them. Sleeping Beauty says, send billions to Ukraine. And Cat Williams said, give it to Black people as reparations. They ain't thinking about y'all no reparations. What you talking about? Because y'all don't want it bad enough. Man, there'd have been some hell to pay. Truly, if you felt you really deserved it, you know. But I mean, all the work that was done, all the things that have been established, all the money that's been made from the backs and sweat of those that worked to make it happen, which wasn't them. Yeah, if you really want it, you go after it. Rosenor Cowgal. Hey, how are you? And welcome home. Thank you for sharing the live. Sleeping Beauty says, so many people moving out of America. Yeah.
When you went back to America?
Sleeping Beauty, I wonder why so many people moving out of America. You know what's really funny? Some of these motherfuckers want to blame you for being American. I can't stand these motherfuckers. I can't stand them. Like you have, like you have. Like you have had the right or the privilege to actually choose where you want to be born. Choose where your lineage is. Choose where you're born.
You're not Lucian, you're American if you pay your overstay to be here. question at you. If you pay your overstay immigration, like not a Russian, huh?
He wants to know how I'm still in St. Lucia, but he's not asking it right. I'm covered. Everything is covered for me.
But not a Russian.
And
If you're paying immigration,
like I said, everything is covered. And no, I'm not Lucian. I'm American.
yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Right.
But you overstay already.
Who says?
I know.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, because
So you know more than customs. You know more than immigration. You know more than you know.
They have been arresting me, and try and deport me. Field Marshal. General Field Marshal?
So you're not Lucian either?
No.
Where are you from?
I'm telling you my personal business.
And you're asking my personal business. Anyhow, guys, where did you move to? First, Indigenous Negro, I moved to Australia. I know. Thank you.
I mean,
Check that out.
so this is a pay.
So, Indigenous Negro, you're absolutely right. I actually moved to Australia first. I stayed there a couple of years and then went back to the States just to visit and got stuck there with COVID. And then I moved here with my company to St. Lucia. So he did not, they got rid of him. Wait. Who got rid of him? Wait, let's go back.
You chocolate tea time?
I am looking around there. Sleeping Beauty, you know, we've got space that we bought here in St. Lucia. So if you're interested in investing and come here, yeah, we got space for you. So many people were asking me about how to move here. They were like, really? I went on a quest and found some property for you guys. So Sleeping Beauty, DM me. I'm going to give you the information. Part of the tickets investment has that attached. Where if you're interested in relocating here to St. Lucia, we have space for you. Listen, guys, I'm going to get ready to shut off. The battery for both are limited, but I'm so glad you all were here. This inspiration station needs to keep going, even if I'm not the one doing it. Make sure that you're doing all things positive, all things positive, so that you just keep manifesting what exactly you want for your day, you know. Tiana. What's up, Tiana? Welcome home. Diana Bananas still at it. Look at you. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you. I would do things because you can't take material things with you. Thank you. Straight dummies. You know what I mean? Straight dummies. You know, hold so tightly on everything. Because, like, you can't replace things, man. What you can't replace is your health. What you can't replace, those things you really need to be dealing with. You know, Sleeping Beauty said the U.S. I think that there are going to be some things to be seen. And either you stand and fight or get the freak out. It's either or. Stay and stand and be prepared to fight or get the freak out. It's as simple as that. You know, because it's not getting, but you know something, I believe our inspiration station, where we hit the different countries, we're actually going to make a difference. When y'all get here to St. Lucia in August, watch how the whole country, I'm seeing it already. Those people who are involved with this event, you should see how they are stepping up and stepping out. I'm telling you, they're in it. You understand? They are in it. So Cheryl says, spoke about chemtrails and was dead a week later. I believe that. Y'all realize they're doing those seeded clouds in Dubai? Have y'all heard about that? Y'all keep messing with this weather. Keep messing with nature. Just keep messing with it. You hear what I'm saying? I like the way what's the name? One of the other creator puts it. What's gonna happen is, there's gonna come a point in time, just like the signal that we witnessed. I think it was October 4th. It's gonna be similar to that, where those who are vibrating on a certain frequency, they will hear it, and some will not. Those that don't will be like invisible. They won't be dead. They'll be right around, but you won't be able to interact with them. I love that because that's exactly what that whole thing is going to be about. Whether it be your family member, whether it be your loved one, I'm telling you have to cleanse your body. Simple as that. Sleeping Beauty says, of course. Diana Banana says they're trying too. Of course they are. I mean, what beats an effort without a try? You got to at least try. And that's what they're doing. And if they can get away with it, so be it. Because we're letting them. Man, because so many people are so into protesting and rioting and all that. Get your house. And I'm on that chapter now. That book I told you I was reading, 12 Rules of Life, An Anecdote to Chaos by Jordan B. Peterson. I'm on that chapter now. Get your house in order. Before you can go out and criticize anybody, get your house in order. People need to live by that. Shut your stupid ass mouth if your house ain't pristine clean. Just shut. Prince was a vegan and also took care of his body, yet they had him listed as overdosing. See, that's just like Dr. Sabi. What are you talking about? Dr. Sabi was the one that actually, went to jail and died of pneumonia. Y'all, really? Anyhow, he did not. They got rid of him. Yeah, thank you. Sleeping Beauty says John Hanson, 1781, first black president of U.S., not Obama. Okay, I didn't know that either. Sleeping Beauty, or John Hanson. I don't know who that is, but anyhow, not from the history that they've given us. Yeah, y'all know, because you can't trust nothing that you've learned, because now you know that they will rewrite history to satisfy their shit. Y'all realize that. So any history that you know, take that. Just like slavery, they keep telling us that people didn't come over on no boat from Africa over. The people were already in America, and they picked the Native Americans against the black folks. And some of that, I mean, does that not ring truer than this other story they tell? I mean, all things will come to light, right? Mary Dean, 802, is a new member of the family. Welcome, Mary, to the My Alkaline Vegan Journey family. Wow. So, okay, John Hanson, I got to look that up. So Sleeping Beauty says John Hanson was the first. Now Tesla is phenomenal. I'm checking him out with the Fibonacci sequence. Have y'all been reading up on the Fibonacci sequence? Let me go here. Oh shoot, I keep doing that. The Fibonacci sequence is all about that 369, that 1111, all that stuff. Oh, as a matter of fact, what I wanted y'all to do is listen to this thing. They fuck up people, with that negative energy. Always talking some shit. Always doing some shitty ass shit. Just evil by nature. Just fucked up by nature. You get tired of that bullshit. I'm serious. And I'm telling you, and that's another thing. Don't let people get you off your game. Because they're gonna push buttons. They're gonna try every manner of evil that they can to get you off your game. Stay focused. Stay focused. Don't let Satan enter in. No means necessary. You hear me? When Nikola Tesla died, the building he lived in was owned by Trump's grandfather. I did not know. Many of the Tesla did experiment on vibration and frequency. Oh, I know about Tesla, Cheryl. I'm telling you, I know that. Sleeping Beauty. I'm telling you, that's how they are. I'm straight up telling you, like 1920s. Yeah, and that's why I say put on that whole armor because you're gonna be dealing with that shit more so here than anywhere I've ever been, ever. You know what I'm saying? American Indians have it correct. You cannot take money or property with you. Thank you. Thank you. Knowledge is power. But see, it's different. When I was in Grocery Lane, it was completely different. You know, it's just a different set of people. I'm on my live, and I forgot to put on my focus, so I couldn't be disturbed. What's up, guy? I called you the other day. Well, check this out. Oh no, I'm working. I'm on my live. That's what I'm telling you. I was live on TikTok until you called, and I should have answered it over here. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can do that. Okay. Yeah, of course. TikTok allows anybody to call you while you're doing your thing. Let me get back on YouTube. Okay, so I got to get my divers together, and I need to be down there in Grocery Lake to get them together. We're supposed to go on a dive. I don't know, this weekend. This to harvest the moss. We need to harvest the moss, and I need your help with this. You hear me? So, are you at work now? So, guys, guess what? This is going to end our live. I appreciate you all so much. Sleeping Beauty says, Cheryl, exactly why. Wow. The original founders. Tesla was a brother? Really? I did not know that. Yeah. So, guys, let's do this. It's been nice on TikTok and YouTube. We simulcast today on both YouTube and TikTok. And look at that, 11,000. 11.1 thousand. Y'all just showing up and showing off. Thank you all so much. And I can't wait for you all to get here. We need some high vibrations. We need some positive energy. We need all things positive. Anyhow. More now than ever before. I need to be drinking. Maybe I can come out the box just like that. Be drinking. Knowledge is power. Y'all, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna do this. My God says the vaccination. Y'all don't understand what that vaccination, how it's gonna translate into your everyday life. I can't wait 30 years down the road to see what they find from that vaccine shot. Because I don't think it went long enough so people could actually make a real decision about it. So for me, it's better to go without it. Okay, guys, that's it. Let me end the stream on YouTube. Thank you all so much. I'm going to put a description in of some of the things we talked about. I also have a list of those herbs. Many of you have asked me about certain ailments and what herbs you can use. I have a list of that. It's on my website, but I'm going to post it on TikTok and YouTube. so that you can reference it. I did it once before, and somebody
But she was like,
TikTok banned it and said it was misinformation. I'm like, how can it be misinformation when all this stuff came from scholarly peer-reviewed articles? Dr. Sabi, you got some pharmaceutical people that don't want that shit out there, you know. So I can understand flavor, but that's okay. We're gonna keep putting it up. One way or another, it's gonna stick. I love you guys. I love you guys. Vanessa says yes. I don't know. Sleeping Beauty. Not Obama. He was second black president. How was that hit so long? Because unless you are really searching for the truth, and unless you were awake, you were just asleep and you were going with the okie doke. And the okie doke was the information from history that they gave you. Just like they're trying to rewrite history now about black history. These mugs, they are not going to be able to get rid of it. At some point, all the truth. I mean, the cream comes to the top, and it's gonna make it to the top. You know, Cheryl says the original founders of Tesla was a brother. Wait, no, I'm saying that wrong. Rosen Norcalgal says Tesla was a brother. Indigenous Negro says I never took it. I was determined not to. I went out full blast down the street from me in DC. Got restaurants talking about, no, you can't get in if you haven't had the shot. I mean, then you have people talking about, oh yeah, stay away from me. Don't come to this, don't come to that if you haven't had the shot. Now y'all stay away from us who haven't had the shot. I don't want to be nowhere near y'all. And now, as it turns out, that's exactly what, right. That's exactly what it's for. To completely change your DNA structure. I mean, really look that stuff up. Y'all need to go to the World Economic Forum and check that out. Some people don't think they're going to be a part of it. Like here, they don't think they're a part of it. But I guess not, because they're not a part of themselves at all. They're led and guided by people from the UK. I think they're in control. You know, independence. Like, please. Yehudi says, I can recommend a book that gives you all the information now. Okay. Rosenor Calgal says there were more than so-called two black presidents. Because, you know, if you just go by their definition, what is black? Just having a drop? And I know, man, please. Yeah, you're right. So, guys, let's end it there. We're going to go over to Miss Daphne's and kind of give her some publicity. So, yeah, and I've got video footage of some things that you all need to see. So I'm going to end it there. Again, guys, it's Robin. It's my Alkaline Vegan Journey. And we do the Inspiration Station every day morning. And we're still coming up with a time frame. Riz Rossi said he gave Musk design and was cited for response. So, really? See, Sleeping Beauty, you got some information with you. Y'all, we're going to be back on tomorrow morning. New location. You know what I'm saying? Might be at the kitchen on the farm. Because y'all need to see that area. We're going to start putting everything in place for the event, like the tents and everything. We're going to start structuring that July 1. Everything else is pretty much together. W cited. Was muted. Was cited. So Riz Nwosu said he gave Musk the design. Elon Musk. I'm so glad I know a little bit of patois. You can translate. You know. So guys, listen. Thank you so much for joining, and we will be back tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining us on YouTube, because we really want to get our place over on YouTube together. Waited for a response. I see what you're saying. It never came. They used it. Ah, so Elon Musk has some skeletons in his closet about his design. Look at that. But y'all have to understand, I don't look at anything that some people do with surprise, because within their character is that they do. You don't just come up upon that, by happenstance. That's in their character, you know. And if they can get over at somebody else's expense, that's what they do. So, guys, check this out. Let's close it here, and we'll be back tomorrow. I want you all to make sure you're subscribed on YouTube, My Alkaline Vegan Journey, and following on TikTok. Look out for the videos, the posts on YouTube about details of the event, August 8th through 12th. It's a long weekend, Thursday through Monday. We're going to dive. I'm going to take you all diving with me so you can see how I harvest sea moss and how I restore coral. We're going to take a trail ride by horse down to the beach and have a beach barbecue. We're going to have the ayahuasca retreat. We're going to have the tour of the local farms. So many things. We've got 2 celebrities that are going to be here. We've got a whole DJ for the whole event. So I love you guys, and I want you to make sure you stay in control of you. Freak all this other stuff, because it's just, what it is. It's Poppy Show. All of this is on Google. Okay. So, Serpent of Life, the event is here in St. Lucia. It's August 8th through 12th. So make sure the tickets are available on myalkalineveganjourney.com. So make sure you get, in 7 minutes, we sold 38 tickets. We only have room for 300. So get your tickets. That's all I can say. John Hanson, I'm definitely going to look him up. You're welcome. You're welcome. So, guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. And thank you so much. Make sure you remember that our whole premise is to make sure we have complete control of us completely, mind, body, and soul, and demeanor, all of it, without any distractions. None of that. I love you guys. Okay, Sleeping Beauty. Bye, Robin. See you tomorrow. Okay. That's because Rachel gave all of those 5,000 diamonds. What the freak does that mean? That is very rude. But I understand. No couth. I don't know what it is. Just very rude.